Hey, Mr. Clash here, another What's the Best Army for the Base video, and today we're having a look at this little bit of a gem of a base, and I believe it is a bit of an internet base, not 100% sure, but I've seen it a couple of times. Now, in this iteration of the base, there's a Tesla here, a Tesla here, Tesla there, and Tesla there. There's a big bomb, big bomb, big bomb, and a big bomb there. Okay, so that's what we know about the base. So just keeping those places in mind as I move around the image. Now the choices were how to come into the base. Now in terms of an air attack, my issue was I didn't want to take out one air defense, I wanted to take out two. Now if I came in from any direction here, getting two air defenses such as this one were going to be tough, plus the key, there's just way too much trash here on this side. So if I came in from this direction, now this being offset, wall breakers here, trying to get some bowlers in because I probably do GOBOLALO. There's a lot of outside trash here, and what that means, I've got to deploy the bowlers up here. And for them to go in, that has to be the closest thing, which means this trash pretty well has to be gone. This all has to be gone as well. And then the bowlers will jump in, and this has to be gone. And so there's a lot that has to be gone to get my bowlers essentially guaranteed to go in here, and then possibly with a jump spell down to there, or even a jump spell here, maybe get the bowlers, take out this one, that sort of thing, get a sweeper, air defense at the same time. So there was that option, but deploying on the boundary wasn't really something I was looking forward to. Now coming up over on this side, I've got a similar sort of issue. However, I do feel that a funnel is better to get the bowlers into there with maybe a jump spell or something like that, because it's easier to take out some of these trash buildings with a couple golems on each of these mortars, just a couple wizards, then here, and the bowlers will deployed here, they'll likely go straight in because these things will be gone. And then once they're in, they should be able to take out this with the aid of the heroes, take out the clan castle, and if you're lucky, the queen will jump over and take this out. Or the bowlers will, and if you're unlucky, it will stay up. And if you're unlucky, that's really bad because that sweeper's facing that way, that sweeper's facing this way. You've taken out this part of the base, but you've now got to launch an attack onto this air defense and come straight in at a sweeper to try and take out the archer, then the sweeper, while two expos are firing on this air defense at the same time. I did not really like that. So that was the option there. I didn't like these two expos firing, so it's like air seemed a little bit too hard to me. So I decided that I'd do a ground attack, but I had to deal with the queen and I had to deal with all of this. So let's have a look at my troop combination, then I'll run you through what my plan was. And so you've seen why I didn't want to do air, and air was just looking too hard on this base. So hogs were looking better, seeing as I knew where their defenses were. Now, my plan was really simple. I've got 23 of my own hogs, 6 in the clan castle, so I'm bringing 29 hogs, 9 wizards, 4 wall breakers, 1 archer for this hut over here, and 2 golems. Now, my issue with the golem is the queen needs to target onto my golem, because I'm going to kill the queen with this skelly spell that I've brought. And the reason she needs to target onto this left side golem is because if she targets onto the right side golem, she'll likely be in range of this expo. When I drop my skelly spell, the expo will take out all the skeletons, so she needs to be targeted onto this left golem, which is on that archer. You can see her range there. So the whole plan was go wizard, golem, wizard, golem, wizard. Now I needed to drop this golem so that this cannon would target onto the golem, otherwise the cannon was also in range on my skelly spells. So that's what I had to do. Then there was that much trash here. Instead of trying to clear it all away with archers, with wizards, I dropped my queen as well. So I start the process with a wizard. Go golem, wizard, wizard, golem, wizard, wizard, drop my queen, then drop the skeleton spell, then test wall breaker, then main wall breakers. So all of that had to happen. And the biggest issue was that the archer tower has DPS of 75, the cannon has 80, and the queen's DPS, level 22 queen, damage per second 268. So this golem on the left, ignoring this mortar, which will shoot it, is going to be subjected to 423 damage per second, and that's my 6,000 health points golem will be done and dusted in a little bit over 14 seconds. So I have 14 seconds to get the wizards down, get this golem, get the next wizards down, get my queen down, get my wall breakers in, and my skelly spell down. I have 14 seconds to do all of that. And hey, you try that, it's actually pretty tough to do. Now, from then on, this will be gone, these will be gone. So my king will path straight in there, and then I'll have a jump spell for here. So that's the plan. So that I'm figuring this golem, if it's still alive, will come into this, and this golem will probably path into that cannon. Now from there, the next thing for this golem will probably be the expo, so he will go into the expo, and the king, he'll come through here, then he'll jump to anywhere. He'll probably jump over here, but it doesn't matter, I've got a jump spell, my queen will be in there, so all of this should easily go down, and if I'm lucky, my queen will take out that wizard, and if I'm not unlucky, she won't. And if I'm extra lucky and she doesn't take that out, she'll take out the expo. But either way, all of this section of the base should go down. Now, what that really good for is that, I'll clean that off. So we'll just leave that back like that. Now, why that's good is my heroes have taken this down. They should do. Now, all of the other weapons are outside of that, so there's no reason for hogs to jump across through the middle. And if you draw a line like that around the rest of the weapons, it looks like a road. Let's just draw the looks like a road. It's like a hog highway going around. Now the thing with my hogs in that case is that I don't really care which way I send them. I know that I'll be using a heal here because that's where a bomb. I know I'll probably be using a heal here because there's a bomb, and I'll have a heal here in mind because there's a bomb there. So they're the three places that I figure I'll need a heal. If the hogs jump from, archer, air defense over here, then there, I'll probably need a heal there. If they come this way and something here's not done, but as they come through here from Teslas onto that wizard tower, this bomb will go off, so I have a heal there for them. And there's a bomb here. If they're pathing this way, they need to go that way. There's a heal there waiting for them. So they're the three places I have in mind where I need heals. However, because of whether the queen's going this way or this way, that's really going to depend which way I send my hogs. So I've got a plan for both directions for my hogs. And now I had considered dropping a hog on each of these early on to try and get the damage done. But if I can then drop two hogs on, one hog each on those as well, I've got to do a lot in 14 seconds. So, and of course I didn't just do a friendly challenge to just see if I could do that. To just see if I could just drop those troops in 14 seconds. It's a very short period of time, 14 seconds. So that's the plan. Now what we'll do, it didn't go 100% according to plan. We'll just have a look at how it actually went. So drop the first wizard down. Now he's going to start the cleanup process a little bit. I just need to get a couple of things going before I drop the golem, because the golem is down in 14 seconds. So I've calculated that first. So here we go. He's down at about 223, 224, which means he should be all busted around about 210 on the clock. And now the skelly spell's gone down onto the queen, so the skelly spell's taking out the queen. The cannon's still shooting the golem. The only thing the skellies have got to worry about is the king, but they've taken the queen down. Wall breakers have gone in, test wall breakers down. So much happening in that 14 seconds. My golem tanked. Now this cannon going down on the right hand side, I didn't bargain for that, and down it goes. So now my other golem has no reason to take the jump spell. So it goes outside to the mortar, and my Barb King has to go inside and trigger the clan castle. So not 100% according to plan, but my queen did go in, which is great. Now she should help take out the enemy clan castle. Now one concern I did have was bringing one poison for the clan castle instead of two. I knew there was a dragon in there. One poison would be fine for the balloons, but I was concerned about the dragon. And now that the queen's coming over to the right where the expo is, time to drop the hogs in, just in case the expo is going to take her down. I wanted to try and do something that would try and help save the queen a little bit, but she managed to get that expo in time anyway. So that meant I could drop I've got 4 more hogs, and then when I saw these other hogs didn't trigger that bomb, I thought, great, I can drop those in. Then I can change the heal spell. I can put one where the Tesla farm is. I can put one where the wizard bomb is, where I know it's there. Now at this point I am trying to drop the spell, and the spell is not deploying. So I'm like, oh geez, mortar and a bomb going off, I don't need that. I'm still trying, and finally the spell deployed, and then there's only one more place left to go, and I knew I didn't have to cover it fully, so that would be good enough as they come over to the sweeper. So there was a little bit that went wrong in terms of my tab not letting me deploy the spell as I needed to, but massive hogs left over. The funnel wizard, the cleanup wizards are already down. The archer's already taken that builder's hut that was on the left hand side, and I had the extra wizards down, so they're already cleaning up the things that were down on the bottom right hand side and over on the top right hand side as well. And so that is game over for the base. Massive amounts of hogs left, just totally wrecked the base. I'm not sure how many hogs I lost to spring traps, but I don't think I lost any to actually dying from weapon damage. I may have done. So I'll have a look at that again and pay really close attention to how quick my golem goes down and how I do the queen kill, and trying to get everything done in 14 seconds. Going from troop to troop selector, change the troop done. Because I was doing it with one finger, so I'm going back and forth, back and forth. So golem, wizard, wizard, golem, wizard, wizard. Then drop the queen, find a skelly spell, drop that, back to the wall breakers, do one test wall breaker. That no little bombs there, great. Drop the rest of the wall breakers, and there goes my golem. But the skellies have taken out the queen already, and so my other golem's going to path inside. Now I did not bank on this cannon going down to my wizards, but that's all right. Jump spells down early while I've got the chance, and ready for the poison spell for when the clan castle comes out, for when my king or something triggers it. And there goes the poison spell in advance, because I know that's why they were coming out. Get the balloons done early. Now I'm thinking, should I drop some hogs on the left? I'm thinking, no, they'll be fine. I want to see what my queen's doing at this stage. So I could have started the hog deployment actually early on the left-hand side, just to try and keep a golem up, because that archer tower was tanking. But that golem will take care of that archer tower anyway. So come in a little bit heavy to try and get these things down quicker, so that they could try and path on to the queen. But the queen got the expo down anyway. So then at that point, I noticed those hogs didn't trigger that bomb near that expo. So I thought, great, I'll use one heal for the Tesla farm area here. Then I'll put the next heal over where the bomb is, and drop the hogs, and I'm trying to deploy the heal, and the heal is not deploying. So I'm like, oh dear, I'm trying to deploy it again. It's like, no, deploy again. No, where are they going? I'll try again, and finally the heal triggered. So, which was actually quite good, because that meant that they ran through that whole last section totally under heal. And that is it. Base is annihilated. Now, the way that these bombs were placed, even on a good day, there's no real placement that you can do the bombs the way that I came in at the base, that those hogs would have been affected. The only issue I had was possibly what was in the clan castle would have been more difficult or less difficult, because I was only coming in with one poison spell to take out the clan castle. And the other thing would have been the possibility of starting from the left, but you saw that the golem took out the Tesla and the archer tower all by itself, just by being there. And my queen, she managed to take out one of the expos. So I got great value from my kill squad as far as I'm concerned with my hogging. It worked out beautifully. And my 30 hogs wrecked the rest of the base with the remaining 3 heal spells. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Do leave the video a thumb up. Do leave let me know, give me a comment what you thought of the base, or even let me know where you can see this base if you've seen it before, the actual base builder. I'd appreciate that. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Quick little question. Why didn't the rock melons get married? Why couldn't they get married? Because they cantaloupe. Anyway, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.